Just got done with some kettlebell swings. My old friend, the kettlebell, started off a little small on the weights, about 8 kgs. I do have a 16 kg kettlebell, but taking this up after a very long time, I thought 8 kgs would be a good place to start. So, today I want to talk about this little purchase that I made yesterday. Went to the Nike shop, and this is the Pegasus 38. This is the successor to the shoes that I've been wearing until now, which are the Pegasus 37. I've been training in these. I do have a couple of other shoes, but these have been my primary trainers. The reason why I decided to go in for these is because last week or last to last week I was having a bunch of issues in my legs. The muscles connecting to my knees, my calves were hurting, and just generally aches and pains that I don't typically feel I was experiencing last to last week. So I did a bunch of changes to my training, but I also figured that there may be some problems with the shoe going on. So if you want to tell how your shoe is worn out or not, you can typically tell by looking at the threads right there. You see how they're not particularly, sticking out as much. They are, compared to maybe somewhere here versus here, they're more worn out right over here. So not only this, when I was running, whenever my foot would, hit the ground, I would get sort of a flat sound on the ground instead of a spongy, cushiony, more silent, soft sound. So I decided this weekend to give my Zoom Fly 3s a try. They're the shoes that I do a lot of speed work in, or if I want to target speed, I typically go for those shoes. And using those shoes definitely made a big difference. I didn't feel any of the pain that I did in my knees and around that region. So I figured it might as well give it a shot, because I don't want to risk an injury because of not upgrading my shoes. So that right there is the Pegasus 36, or the 38 rather. I do have the 36 as well. So I had the 36, those wore out, same problems happened, my knees and my legs started hurting. Then the 37 and now the 38. So the 38 is supposed to be slightly lighter. At the bottom it does have the same sort of grooves as the 37. And let's see, branding somewhere there, you see that? That's the Pegasus 38 branding. The colors, I went for a very bog standard black, because the ones that they had in the store, and I think they had all of the shoes, all of the colors in the store, they were very underwhelming. Like, I actually appreciate this color. It's gotten dirty as I've spent time with it, but there's a nice aesthetic to it, because there's these pink holders for the lace. Then the Nike symbol is slightly contrast on the background of the color, and it's yellow at the bottom. So seemed nice at the time, but the ones that I saw now were nothing great. So I haven't run in black shoes, all black shoes, in a while. My Salomons, they are black, but I don't really run in them. They cause foot sores so easily. I don't really typically run in them. I do my trail runs also just in these shoes. So that's the shoe. It's a little nice neon green inside there. The one difference with this shoe is the upper lip, I think it's called, is slightly thicker. You see this? Versus if you look at the Pegasus 37, where the same lip was essentially just a piece of fabric. You see that thickness right there? Yeah, that is just a piece of fabric, whereas here it's a bit more cushioned. So never really had much of a problem there, but it is what it is. So I do typically tend to run through my shoes, say 200-250 kilometers in them. I tend to run them down that quick, and I have learnt my lesson with the past shoe, and I guess with this one as well, as we'll see pretty quickly that I would rather invest in a shoe too early than risk some sort of an injury happening to my foot, right? So that's the shoe. And by the way, I am quite proud. When I was looking at my shoe, I am quite proud that my running form must be pretty good, because the wear on both of the shoes was at the top here, so I'm not doing much of a heel strike, the heel hits the ground first. I am more of a mid-foot runner, and that's where the impact lands, but as the foot pushes forward, it's probably this area that's taken most of the beating. So anyway, that's the shoe. Let's have a run with it tomorrow. Go for an easy run outside. It's raining outside, so not quite sure how it's going to be tomorrow, but that will be the shoe that I run in from now onwards. So it's about 5:40 in the morning. It was raining the entire night last night, so I think the first run with these shoes are going to be in the puddles of Bangalore rain. This is going to be the first run in the Pegasus 38. So just gotten a bath. Taste of morning coffee is something else. So I don't typically use caffeine every single day. I do occasionally use it from time to time whenever I need to use it strategically. For example, when today I am attempting a 24-hour fast, so I will be eating about 6 o'clock. It's not technically 24 hours, but I am still eating just one meal today. So caffeine suppresses hunger, and that's why I'm using it today. So that's hence the cup of coffee. So let's talk about the run. I got in 8 kilometers this morning with the Pegasus 38s, and the shoes felt really good, but I think that was more on the account of them being new rather than these shoes being special. So they did feel light. My legs don't hurt at all. In fact, my legs feel incredible. Better even than yesterday. I do have some soreness from yesterday's kettlebell session, but that's about it. So overall, first impressions are pretty good shoes. So why YouTube and why now? The reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I've been doing a lot of ultra endurance events privately in the past year. For example, I did an ultra marathon, about 50 kilometers, and I did a ultra bike ride which was about 350 kilometers. It was an almost all day event, which took a lot out of me, but it taught me a lot. And given the fact that people are more conscious about their health and fitness, which are not the same thing, by the way. I figure that the learnings I get from this sphere of my life, the one that pursues physically challenging, demanding events, transfers very well onto other parts of my life, my work, personal life, those sorts of things. So learning everything that I have from doing this sort of work, doing the reading and the discipline that goes behind it, the general mentality that develops while you pursue these sorts of activities and endeavors, and the general discipline that you're able to cultivate, those are things that I think I can help people who are like-minded and interested in these sorts of activities. And that is the reason why this YouTube channel now exists, because I think that people who are already in this sphere are either, well, first of all, there aren't too many of them to begin with, but the ones that aren't presenting their information in a very tasteful way. So I hope to be someone who can bring about a positive change in people's lives by showing them the ways that I do it, the learnings that I get out of it, and the approach that I take to either these challenges or generally in life. So that's the video. I'm going to go enjoy my coffee. Hope you're along for the ride, because it's going to be fun. See you soon.